I received this Wayfair catalog in the mail, and obviously the newest color is like the rust and persimmon. So they're showing, you know, rust throws, rust pillows, all sorts of things that have to do with persimmon, rust, brick red, tablecloths, ottomans, napkins. So I was looking through my house to see what I could find that I already had that I could use. And I did come across a few things, even this rust colored carpet. I do have, my carpet has some rust in it as well as burgundy. I'm going to be going to a local store to see what they have. So here's some other items. The wooden look that has a rust color, but this is what I was looking for. The bedding where it has a throw, we have a pillow, we have some accent pieces with a chair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking for pieces around my house that I already have. So what I found so far is I have this picture that has the oranges, the rusts, the pink, and the black, which will definitely go in my bedroom. I have some of these cute little placemats that are rust solid on one side or deep orange on one side and floral on the one other side. And I also found a little rust pillow. This I found at a thrift store last year. So I feel like I'm ahead of the game because I already have some of these items, but I'm going to be looking further on to see what else I can find that will go in this space. So I'm going to hang this picture and see how it looks. This is the picture that I'm going to hang on this wall, and it's again the brick rust colors, and it has a little pink in it still with the gold and the black, so it really goes well with my decor. But I needed to put a new picture hanger up on the wall, and I tried using my traditional hook and nails, and let me tell you, the plaster walls were just getting totally chewed up. So I actually went out and I bought the Ook brand. This is just for some general knowledge. I just found that these worked so much better and they are worth the few extra dollars I paid for them. The nail is a little bit longer. The pin head has a dot on it, makes it easier to see when you're hammering. The shaft is created a little differently. The nail does not tend to move around at all. The hook is a little bit flatter at the top. There's a wider base on it. And so when I put this nail in, it went in really cleanly, did not leave any marks. So I'm going to be replacing all the hooks in my house with that going forward. And here I'm going to put the picture up on my wall and get that situated. And I like the way it looks. The height is just fine for my purposes. And I'm going to continue on creating the brick rust burgundy color palette in my bedroom. Currently in my bedroom space, I have this put together furniture dresser that uses the fabric drawers, and I wanted to get something that's more mature, more up to date with what I would like to do for myself. And when I saw the wicker dresser, I decided to go for it, and I'm going to put it in this space. I wanted to see about getting a new dresser for my bedroom, and I came across some of these interesting wicker 3-drawer dressers, and they were $515 on this one site. And then on another site, they wanted, for this one, they wanted $469, and that cost is just prohibitive. So I think I'd seen some rattan or wicker furniture at my local vendors mart, so I'm going to head over there and see what they have. This is the wicker 3-drawer dresser I bought from the market today, and I paid only $19 for it. It's in fairly good condition. The drawers come out smoothly. I'm just going to make sure it's all clean, line the drawers, maybe get some more drawer pulls. I'm definitely going to add some additional legs to the bottom. I think I want to create some additional height. And I probably will most likely just keep it white for now and work on it and see what additional pieces I can buy for my nightstands. I'm getting started to fix the drawers on the wicker dresser. So I did bring them downstairs into my basement and I set them up on a box, and I bought some ultra matte white spray paint, Rust-Oleum, that I'm going to lightly coat them with to make them look more clean and refreshed. It looks like there's some black that's underneath them. I don't know if it was originally a black wicker, but I can't tell. So I'm just going to lightly coat them and clean it up. I also took the gold draw pulls off and I bought new matte black ones, and I just needed 3, so I purchased those. I actually was at the Habitat for Humanity Restore and I found 4 legs that I'm going to attach to the bottom of the dresser because I want to create additional height. I did check on the bottom and made sure there was enough room because I do need to add a plate in order to adhere this into the bottom of the dresser. I'm going to lightly sand these, and I'm going to paint these also a matte black that I bought with Rust-Oleum spray paint to match the draw pulls. So let me get started and I'll show you what it looks like when they're done. To spray paint the legs, I actually took a box and turned it upside down, and I pushed the screw end into the bottom of the box so that I could spray paint them clearly and easily around all parts. Since it's a circular object, it's much harder. It doesn't have sides to lay on. It would just keep rolling. If you have any old floral foam or something like that, that would work just as good, but I just used what I had around the house and a box worked out fine. I kept the spray really close to the legs so there wasn't any overspray to speak of, and also if there's any drips, it'll now drip down onto the box. I finished spray painting the drawer fronts and they look pretty good. They have a little bit of a shadowing. Someone may have tried to paint them black because I see some black on the sides, and because of all the grooves and the way it's woven, you can't get into every little crevice. But on the whole, they look good. I'm just going to let them dry. I'm going to finish up with the body of the dresser and then work on getting the legs attached. This is the completed dresser after I painted the exterior part. I just have to turn it over and work on getting the legs put on it now. But came out pretty clean. I'm happy with the way it looks. As you can see, I did not paint the underside or the bottom of the dresser, but I did pull off the old sliders that were on here. They were just actually nailed in, and now I'm going to have my husband help me attach the plaques to the end, and they're actually brackets to the end, and then I'm going to adhere the legs onto the bottom. I wanted to tell you that sometimes you have to make a change in your design plan. So even after I finished painting these legs, my husband realized they would not screw in to the bracket. The screw is a different size. We can't get the screw out. The only way would be to cut it down. It wasn't worth doing that. We only paid $2 for these items, and they were from the Habitat for Humanity Restore. So this is one of the things you have to understand. When you buy things from these retail stores, sometimes you can't find the components that you might need to complete the project. Sometimes they don't fit. Maybe sometimes they're damaged. You can't tell until you take it home. So we had to go to the store, and I had to buy 4 new legs. I think these are actually going to work out better. We checked that they fit into the bracket correctly. I think the height is better, and I like the fact that this bottom is flat. This one was more a little bit narrow and rounded, and it also moves so that the floor is a little uneven. Because I have a very old home with wooden floors, it will then be level on the floor for me. So all I have to do now is repaint these in black, and then I'll be able to adhere them to the bottom of my wicker dresser. I connected all the poles onto the drawer fronts, and just so you know, I did have to also buy some longer screws, and I had to add washers so that they would be firmly on the front of the dresser drawer. I've been rummaging around my house to find extra things to use in my bedroom area that have the brown, russet, reddish brick red color or the deepened orange color. So I went into my hall closet and I realized I had some pillowcases that are in a beautiful gold color. So let me show you. These are the pillowcases I found in my linen closet, and these I had bought last year, and they're that golden color, and they will just get washed and put on my pillows, and it'll add to the decor that I'm going for with the browns, the russets, the golds, the brick reds. I also went to Goodwill and I found this adorable throw. What I like about going to Goodwill and finding items like this is that somebody took the time to make that item. It has some kind of a history or a homey feel to it, and it just went beautifully with the idea of my gold and orange and russet color decor, and my dog actually loves it. That's Alfie. So I'm getting more and more finished with this room. So when it's done, I'm going to show you all in its entirety once I get everything into place, but I still have additional pieces that I'm looking for to make this room complete. These are the cotton pillowcases that I'm going to quickly give a touch up to with a hot iron, and it's almost like a lost art. People don't really do much ironing anymore, but I have a full ironing board and a iron, so it actually can be quite relaxing sometimes to actually just be downstairs in the basement by myself and iron, and it's nice and quiet, and I do get a lot done when I'm down here. And so this is something that, again, it's almost like a lost art, ironing. People don't do it, but these pillowcases are all cotton and they do hold a lot of wrinkles after you wash them. So it's best for me to iron them and give them a quick touch up before I put them on my pillows. This is how the dresser looks now that it's completed. I put the legs on at the bottom. They came out really good and they're the right height. These are the drawer pulls that I decided to put on the front. It looks really nice in the corner. It sets off the room perfectly, matches with my curtains. I'm just going to finish up the room and show you what it looks like.